Start recording. Okay, hello. This is a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a little bit of an overview of the features that have just been announced by Football Manager for 2021 in company with Spencer Owen's made a video for them. It's only 5 minutes long. We'll go briefly through it and make sure. I will let you know what I think of the game, let you know what's going on. Comparison to last year, Football Manager is going to be a big part of this channel. There's also a giveaway. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for FM21 when it comes out. Might be 5 copies, which, you know, might be good, might be bad. Good for you, bad for me, but hey, that's the life we lead. So go into the description, there'll be a tweet, let you know what to do over there, and let you know what is going on with that giveaway. But let's get right into these features. Let's cut across and see what Big Spenny... Okay, so here we are, we're on the video. Football, as it is on the screen. Football Manager 2021, new headline features coming out in November. The fact there's a game this year, I want to say this first. I'm fortunate enough to know a few of the people that work on the game. They work bloody hard any year. To do it this year, props to everyone at the studio at Sports Interactive, because I can't imagine what it would have been like to work on it this year of all years. So let's see what's going on. Okay, Football Manager 2021, I like the branding. I'll pause here and there just to let you know what's going on as we see it.
All right, mate, how you doing? My name's Spencer Owen and welcome to Football Manager 2021. I've been given the great pleasure of giving you guys a quick overview of some of the new features on FM21, which I know, just like me, a lot of you have been waiting for. A few weeks ago, Sports Interactive officially announced this year's game, including the news that this...
Can I just say, cut in there quickly, love that shirt. If that shirt's available, expect to see it either on the wall or on this man.
Series is coming to new platforms and stores this year, including Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and the Epic Games Store.
That's an important thing to pick up on. Sorry, Spen, I've done you dirty there with the pause. I think an important thing to pick up on Xbox. Well, there might be. My plan is to do some Xbox One X content. Xbox One X, Xbox Series X. Rolls off the tongue, that name. Expect to see maybe some Football Manager on the Xbox Series X as well.
And follow this with a short features teaser, and today I get to pull back the curtain a little bit further. Like every year, there's loads of new additions and fine-tuning under the surface, but for this video specifically, I'm going to focus on 4 key areas that have been significantly upgraded. Last year, there was particular emphasis on long-term planning and development, but this year the focus is all on you, the manager.
Love it.
Okay? From small-time conversations to big-time cup finals, the focus is on you. I'm already thinking about who I'm going to do my first save with. But in the meantime, let's get under the hood of Football Manager 2021. First key area is interactions. Okay, communication in FM21 now has far more purpose. What you say and how you say it has been completely changed. Not only have press conferences and conversation systems been completely redesigned, but so has the way you speak. This is now far more...
Oh, this is interesting. So you do have to... Is that look there? Like you had to combine potentially. Let's roll back just a little bit and see if we just... It looks there that you have to deal with the body language. That's really interesting. That's not been in the game in the past few years. It looks like they're really working on... And also, can I say, those 3D, the room for the press conference looks spectacular. If it looks like that in the game, I'm excited. Very excited if that's in the game. Love it. Let's let him carry on.
As the way you speak. This is now far more human and more real than ever before.
Exactly that, human.
The team at Sports Interactive have also introduced quick chats that represent short, informal conversations, which is kind of like grabbing a player just for a 1 or 2 minute conversation on a particular topic. They also cover remote conversations with people who aren't at the club, so like players who are out on loan, opposition managers, journalists, for example. Gestures are a replacement for the tone system that's been in FM for years. They allow you to be far more expressive with options for every situation you find yourself in, from meetings with your squad to your weekly press conference. For a bit more context, if you're greeting a new signing, you'll maybe welcome him with a wide-armed greeting. But if you're unhappy with a question from the media, you may choose to folding your arms.
Can I just say, press conferences haven't been played much, but I am looking forward to role play in FM going through the roof. I'm a Mourinho kind of manager, is what it's going to be. I'm not, but I can see people doing it. I love that. That's going to be really interesting.
You can use gestures to influence people on what you're saying, but they will also shape your personality and how your players and the media view you. The next key area is match day, and every fixture now feels like a proper spectacle. A new build-up and post-match experience bring you closer to the action than ever before. Pre-game, it's all about utilising your backroom staff who are there for you with all the info and advice you need to dominate.
All right, I'm going to pause it there. I was just letting it run for a second. This, to me, looks a little bit like a revolution. Not really, more of an evolution on the pre-match briefing, if you play the game in Football Manager 2020, you have the chance to have a meeting and go, okay, we're going to play this kind of passing, we're going to press like this, we're playing this system. This looks like an evolution of that. I expect the briefings to be gone because I don't think they were used very much. And knowing Miles Jacobson, head of the studio at Sports Interactive, and knowing what he's said and what he's been like in public, he's very much not in favour of things that are only going to be used once. And I think they're trying to stop this from being something that's used once. So I'm very much interested.
Straight from kickoff. Tactical insight, team sheets, and opposition reports.
Okay, I really like the presentation here. I'm a big fan of this. This looks really nice. I think that's what they're working on. It seems to me like, whereas maybe the last few years we've had, again, this is more of an evolution than a revolution, and it's really nice. This game, if you listen to some of the big content creators in the Football Manager space, they've been talking about wanting that sort of polish. And this is the definition of polish. It's lovely. We're getting towards now. FIFA took a lot from Football Manager this year. I think Football Manager is starting to take some of that presentation that FIFA does really well. You can go on about gameplay, starting to bring that into the game. And I think that could be massive for Football Manager this year.
Contain both existing and brand new data analysis to give you the ability to fine-tune your tactics ahead of kickoff. The match UI itself has been completely remodeled and modernized.
Okay, let me get me out of the way for a second and let's get a real look at that. Hello. This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to put me back. Let's just come back. Let me back. Hello again. It looks here. They've really, really worked on making the game as accessible as possible. And this bar on the bottom, that way, this bar on the bottom is the definition of. It's been really fun. They've really, really worked on the finesse. This is so much cleaner, so much clearer as an experience. If it's like this in every league, I'm very excited for Football Manager next year. The match day looks lovely. I hope there's some engine improvements, but we can't take that yet. The game is still over a month away from coming out. Well, the beta will come out before, but from full release, we're over a month away. So, match engine, but it'll be what it's going to be at the moment.
Your screen is now dominated by the action, giving you the full view of the game, allowing you to appreciate a host of
really good
improvements, including improved player models, an improved animation system, and improved lighting.
Nice cross.
Sports Interactive will be releasing plenty more feature details.
That's interesting. I'm not sure about that pitch. Is that meant to look like that?
2 weeks prior to the game's
That's very bright. Contrast. That's not anything on my end, by the way. That is
access are available in the description.
all the game.
Match day does not end at the full-time whistle. A post-match summary gives you the complete story of the game, including reaction from the press and social media, as well as a suite of statistical including
here it is.
Expected goals system.
Okay, here we go. So, it's been said for a while that I think even Mars has said it, that they're looking at their own system for expected goals. I think what they're trying to do is really drill it down to that really simple number, which is what XG was meant to do from the beginning, but avoiding all of those issues that come with, I think a lot of people find with XG is that it can be, all right, what does it actually mean? What does it bring into play? I think if you look here, this colour scale along the bottom for chances, I think, is really clever, and it's going to really help when you're looking at your team. And keeping that simple, I like it. I like keeping it simple, colour coding it, let people work out as they go. Sci Sports, love it a lot.
Which makes an exciting debut in conjunction with the team at Sci Sports. You'll now be able to see just how clinical your players were, or weren't, in front of goal. A real favourite area of the game, certainly one of mine, is of course squad building.
Here we go.
Another key area that Sports Interactive have expanded this season, bringing you closer to the scouting and data team to help you secure your top targets. To do this, FM21 introduces a new staff role, new meetings, and new interactions, all within a fresh and true-to-life transfer landscape. You can now power your scouting and set your transfer intentions with brand new recruitment meetings. Before the start of every window, you're invited to a meeting with your club's top decision makers. Here, you'll take advice from staff on positions you need to strengthen, while also giving your own thoughts and setting new assignments for your scouts. These meetings prompt you to continuously think about your next move and your long-term strategy. Whether you need players immediately or looking at the long term, you'll get help and advice from your backroom staff. But of course, you're the manager, and you can choose to go with that advice or take a different path. Final area. All
right, 1 second there. We're going to go back to the recruitment quickly. I'll do it as we go. It looks to me that they are taking the very realistic approach when it comes to transfers, and every team will do this. You listen to any interview with any director of any chief executive of a football club, the transfer I think it's called like a transfer team now will get together and they'll decide, okay, for example, my team, Brighton, we've sat down at the beginning of the window and gone, okay, we need a left back, a striker, a centre midfielder, and then following the ethos of the team, they'll go, okay, we want young players. We want players that aren't necessarily for now. We're looking at investments rather than looking for first team ready players. And that's what they did. And this is what the game looks like it's offering. It's going, okay, what do you want out of this window? And I think that could really, really help when it comes to that second transfer window or that third transfer window. You're like, okay, I've started to sculpt my team. Where is the next step? And that, I think, is going to be really, really fantastic for players that want to play longer into the future. And it's nice to see that SI are still focusing on that long-term gameplay.
The focus for now is going to be the end of season experience. FM21 is going to let you relive the highs and lows of your success like never before. Success doesn't just mean winning trophies, of course. It could be narrowly avoiding relegation or achieving promotion via the playoffs. Not only will these celebrations look better...
Oh, hello. Hello. Look at this. All right, I am very interested. I mean, that guy's trout. Let's just take a minute. Where are his legs? Is there a board in the way? I reckon the board's in the way. I was like, his legs disappeared. But anyway, that is hello. We've got pyrotechnics on the pitch.
With improved
very nice indeed.
We're talking trophy lifts. We're talking podiums. We're talking confetti cannons, people. But post-match, there'll be more media attention and hype too. At the end of each campaign, you'll also get a brand new season review presentation, which will take you through your highlights on and off the pitch. Listen, you've worked hard for your success, so you should enjoy it, no matter how big or small. Put your feet up and revel in your achievements. This video is going to kickstart...
Right, 1 second. We're gonna... Sorry, Spen, I've stopped you again. But this looks like, when it comes to, I'm going to be more of the selfish and someone that wants to start making content around Football Manager, that end of season review is going to be mega. If you look around at people that already do it, the end of season review is sometimes you have to start picking from areas and finding where things are. But if you can go, okay, here it is. Here's the end of season review. I think that's fantastic. The presentation, again, is getting better and better, and that's going to make, my life easier if someone who wants to make content out of it, but everyone's life easier because it's going to look nicer. It's going to be more alluring, and that is very exciting to see.
A long series of features drops across the FM socials. So if you want a more detailed
feature
look
drops.
at some of the areas I've covered today and to learn much more about FM21, check out
Football
Manager on Twitter this coming Monday, October 19th.
Ooh.
Personally, I'm particularly looking forward to finding out about the new ways that you can interact with agents. So that's it for now, just some of the headline areas.
That's interesting. That confirms something that was talked about the other day when that was... So that little GIF they've just shown there of asking an agent about availability, that was talked about a little bit. I think that's going to be a real revolution of how relationships work. And again, I was talking earlier about, you hear in interviews with managers, they talk about on deadline day, you speak to agents. You really only ever speak to agents, go, okay, where's your player going? Is there a chance of him coming here? Would he want to come here? What sort of wages would he be looking for? It's so much more colourful, that way of doing transfers, than make offer. Oh, there's a little bit in the corner that says the agent's interested. The agent says he's interested. Oh, he might kick out. There's so much more under the surface that the game already does, that this is going to be really big. And I don't think there's anything else here.
Areas of Football Manager 2021. I, for one, cannot wait to get my hands on a new game. I'm sure you guys are feeling the
Agreed, Spen. And there you go, coming out. All right, let's get back to the big cam. So, just in summary then, we're getting improvements to presentation. The match days look really good. I'm excited to see them on the channel. You'll see them here and seeing them elsewhere as well. On Twitch as well, that's going to be there. So go and drop some love on that as well. But more importantly, keep an eye out. We're going to be doing a giveaway for FM21. So you can see those new features. You can see, again, the lovely presentation. You can do those recruitment meetings. The end of season review, I think, looks really good. I'm excited for that. Ultimately, we're getting a more polished product like every year we do, and we're still getting those evolutions on the features. So that's good. We're going to wrap it up there. I think we've gone a little longer than I should anyway, but more importantly, if you've enjoyed that, drop the like, hit the sub bell down there, and the notification bell. I know that's the sub bell isn't the sub bell, but drop it down there. If you want to see when the FM stuff's coming around, let me know who should I manage. I haven't even decided yet, so give me your suggestions for who I should be managing in FM21. I'm going to leave it up to the community on this one. Let me know down below, and we'll get it going. Thank you very much, and I shall see you soon.